Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, JJ Prime here, back with another video, and in today's review, we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Rest in peace, Ultra Magnus from the Netflix Siege cartoon. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Because you know that Megatron actually murdered him in front of Jetfire's face. And so that's very sad that he's gone, and you know, he's literally dead right now, but he might come back to life in Transformers Kingdom, because you know how Transformers are, they always come back to life. Anyway, so here he is in his very big Cybertronian truck mode, car carrier mode. It actually looks pretty good. Actually looks really good. This front portion reminds me of RAD 2001 Ultra Magnus. Yeah, it definitely gives me that the RID 2001 Magnus vibe right there. Kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Got the Autobot symbol right there on the front. You got some nice paint work right here on the front section of the truck. It looks pretty cool. It looks gorgeous. It looks very beautiful, and I do quite like that. And you got the silver rims on the wheels. It looks pretty cool. I love the silver paint on the rims. So yeah, it's really nice. It's nicely done, very nicely. You know, it's very it's very compact. And much like the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, you do have the feet just sticking out of the back right there, and you got the shin part as well. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that. You can hear some noise in the background. So I don't know, but it's a nice looking truck mode. I do quite like the detail on it, and you got the translucent plastic right here for the windshields and the front grille, and looks pretty cool. And I believe there's silver paint behind this translucent blue plastic, I believe, and it looks gorgeous. It looks really good. Looks very well done. You got the yellow for the lights on top. Looks pretty cool. And now we're gonna bring in some of the comparisons I have right here. So we're gonna bring in Siege Deluxe Side Swipe. Obviously, we're gonna bring in the Transformers Legends Leader Class Ultra Magnus, the Takara version of Combiner Wars Magnus, and we're gonna bring in Magnus's murderer, Megatron, and last but not least, we're gonna bring in Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. I nearly called him Ultra Magnus again. Oh my god. So you can see how they scale with one another. And no, the trailer for Ultra Magnus does not work for this Prime because it's not the same mold. So I have heard in so many comments, in some posts on Facebook or on YouTube, someone told me that this Ultra Magnus is a repaint, slight remold of Siege Optimus Prime, and no, he is not. He's completely a new mold. Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime is a heavy remold of Ultra Magnus, but Ultra Magnus is not a remold of Siege Voyager Class Optimus Prime. So whoever said that, you are totally wrong. So you can't see the difference between Ultra Magnus and Prime. I don't know why, because they don't look exactly like each other, but you know, well, they kind of have the same heads. I don't know, but well, it is what it is. But yeah, you can see how they scale with one another, and you can see the two Ultra Magnuses. They look so different. So yeah, so there you have that. Okay, so now we can actually take a look at his accessories that he comes with. He comes with these accessories. Oh yeah, he comes with this gun right here. Now this is actually done in a red plastic because you can tell there's some red inside and the red handle. So this is actually done in red plastic originally, but they actually painted all around with some nice silver paint, and I do like that. It looks gorgeous in my opinion, so that's pretty cool. And he does come with these black guns, which looks pretty freaking cool. Got nice silver paint on the tips of the barrels right there. And his traditional shoulder launchers. You can see how they look together. So yeah, very nicely detailed and nicely painted. Got the red and the white motif right there. And these do store on the vehicle mode, so just plug that right in there, just for more of a G1 vibe right there. So just plug that in like so, and this gun will just plug in like so. Wait, I think it's the other side. I think other side. Oh no, this goes over here. I'm so sorry. And this goes right over here, so that plugs in like so. And then this, you can actually take this and just store it on that port right there if you want to, but the instructions tell you to plug it onto that port at the back right here. So just plug that right in there. So, and there you have his weapons all stored right there, and it looks pretty cool. He's ready for battle. That's nice. That's very nice. Now, truth be told, we never got to see Ultra Magnus's vehicle mode in the Siege cartoon, but this is basically the approximate of it. So, and look at that. Ultra Magnus is there, like in the poster. Look at that. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, now we can actually take off his accessories, and we will get down to the transformations. So, put them off to the side, and we shall get started. So first, we're gonna untab these sections right here. Just untab all that. Untap that. There we go. Just unclip all this, and you want to take this and put it off to the side for now, because now we can take this and transform it into a white colored Optimus Prime. So to get started is that we can take the arms and just bring them over. Just bring them over. Do not have them in right there yet. So now just rotate the waist 180 and just push that back in. And now we can take this section right here, and you're supposed to slide this upward, which I don't think I can. Wait. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not supposed to do this now. First, you want to take this blue piece right here and just slide that up, like so. And now you can push this back in, like so. Now you can push it back in, like so. And now you can take this whole chest piece and just flip that open that up, rotate the head up like so, and just close that up. Just tab that back in, tab that in, and just rotate the fist around so that the elbows are oriented properly, so that the arms are oriented properly, and just take the hands and rotate them up like so. And there you have that. So now you can split his legs and just bring them down, and flip out his heel spurs, and there you have the white Optimus Prime in his robot mode. Actually, yeah, it definitely looks exactly like Optimus Prime, but this is not the same mold as Siege Optimus Prime. No. So whoever said that, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. So yeah, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Definitely looks like a white Optimus Prime. Yeah, definitely. But it's still Ultra Magnus. So we're getting closer, so we can take a look at that head sculpt. Definitely, it's Optimus Prime's head sculpt. Yeah, definitely looks like Optimus Prime, and it's actually pretty clever. They actually reused this mold to make a Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. Now, me personally, I don't plan to get the Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime, so yeah, I don't plan to get him. Maybe I will in the future, but for now, I don't plan to get him because he's just, I mean, he's just okay. I prefer the Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime than the Galaxy Upgrade Prime. So yeah, and we've seen all of the detail for the chest piece right there. Got the crotch with the metallic blue paint on the crotch, which looks pretty cool. Got a little bit of silver on the knees right there. Yeah, looks pretty freaking cool. And you got the Autobot symbol on his shoulder right there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. So now I'm not gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go through the articulation real quick. So the articulation for this figure, this white Optimus Prime, the head is on the ball joint, can rotate the full 360, can look up a little bit, can look down a bit, and the shoulders can rotate a full 360. Can move in and out. He does have a bicep swivel, an elbow joint about 90 degrees of bend, and he got a wrist swivel, which is pretty cool. And he does have a waist swivel. Legs can move up that far on the ratchet, can move back that far on the ratchet, and he can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel and a knee bend, slightly under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Got some ankle tiltage right there, and that's it. Oh yeah, you can actually move the heel spurs around if you want to. And of course, he has ports on his feet. You know, he has ports on his feet, ports on his forearms, so you can actually arm him up with a lot of the weaponizers if you want to. So yeah. So speaking of an Optimus Prime, we're gonna bring in Optimus Prime right now. So here's the white Optimus Prime, or Ultra Magnus, with the Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. So you can see how they look together. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you can have a white Optimus Prime from the Siege Leader class Ultra Magnus figure, and you can have him scale with this Optimus Prime. So, and he is a little bit shorter than Prime himself. So, I'm not sure whether the head sculpts are the same. They look similar, but I don't think they're the same. Probably they're different molds. Yeah, I think they're different head sculpts, so yeah, really different head sculpts, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, really nicely done. So I'm just gonna clap my hands 3 times. Woo, that was fast. So yeah, that was fast, and Prime is gone, so we can get down to the other transformation, you know, upgrading this white Optimus Prime to form the actual Ultra Magnus. So we're gonna bring in the bits right here, the trailer itself. So now you want to take this section right here and just untab it from this side right there. Just untab it first right here, and you want to untab. It's gonna be very difficult. Very there we go. And I managed to take this off immediately. So. And just untap that, and you want to unpeg this and split all this. There we go. So now for this leg right here, what you want to do is you want to flip this in, flip that in, just flip that in, and just wrap this around, and there you have one leg all done. So now take this other side, do the same thing, just flip that in, wrap it around, and there you have another leg all done. So now this will flip in like so, and now you want to take these armor bits for the forearms and just unpeg them like so. Just unpeg them and just flip this up like so. And now, before we get anything combined right here, we have to prep this guy first. So first you want to do is flip in the heel spurs, and you want to take the crotch and just rotate them around, rotate that around, and you need to untab this, untab it, and just flip this open up the chest, flip around the head, and just close that up. And you want to slide this out first so that you have clearance to slide this down like so. So he has this big butt going on, and just tab it back in, tab that back in, and he is ready to go. So now we can take his legs and just slide that in. And you got his big leg right there. Just slide this in, and he has his legs right now. So now for the arms, just open that up, and you want to bring in, and this section right here will go on this forearm right there. Just close that up, and he has his forearm all done. Same thing on the other side. Just open that up and just slide this in, close that up, and there we have his forearms all done. So, and now we can take this section right here, just tap this on like so, just bring down the chest and just bring down his backpack, and that will clip on like so. And you want to take the shoulders and just slide this in until they probably click into place, I guess. I don't know. There we go. That will click into place, and just flip that up. And that, I think that was supposed to tab in, but it doesn't really tab in super securely. Now just flip that up like so, and just bring that in, and just flip that up. And that's supposed to tab into that slot. I don't think that works. I don't think that works very successfully, but I think we are done. Yeah, I think we are done here, folks. We got Ultra Magnus fully transformed into his robot mode, and he looks magnificent. And yeah, the molding on this figure definitely looks like the one in the show. So you can tell by the poster. Definitely, it looks exactly like each other. So yeah, very screen accurate to the one in the cartoon. Looks pretty good. And yeah, I do like this figure very much. So we're gonna take a look not at the chest, we need to take a look at that Magnus-y looking head sculpt. So I'm just gonna raise up the camera a little bit so you can see that head sculpt. And there you go, there you have his awesome looking head sculpt. That is very G1-y Ultra Magnus, and I do quite like that. Got blue for the eyes and got silver on the face, silver on the horns. Looks pretty good. And got the white tall shoulders as he's supposed to have. You know, Ultra Magnus is always famous for his shoulders. So yeah, got nice the detailed chest. Looks pretty cool. I do quite like that. And he's supposed to have this chunk right there on his back because, you know, that's definitely screen accurate. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, can rotate a full 360, can look up that far, can look down a little bit. Shoulders, the arms definitely have the same articulation, so I'm not going to go through the arm articulation, but he does have a new ankle tilt on his feet, so we got some new ankle tilts. Unfortunately, the feet do not go straight, unfortunately, but he's supposed to stand in that natural A stand. So yeah, very nicely done figure. I do quite like it. So now we're gonna arm him up with his weapons. So take his weapons. So his gun is definitely gonna go in his hand. He's supposed to hold his mofo gun, big mighty gun. Now these black guns, you can take these and just, you know, take one gun and have it holding, you know, have him holding these as a handheld gun, but these guns are supposed to be stored on the legs, like so. I mean, you can play around and, you know, you can play around with these ports, these posts and everything, and you can actually, you know, combine these weapons to form a big, awesome gun. So, whoa, why did I take out Sideswipe's gun? I didn't mean to do that. So, just take this and just store it. Just peg that in on his shoulders to finish the look. And there you have it. There you have a more G1 styled Ultra Magnus. It looks pretty cool. Now, my main gripe with this figure is that he does not come with his hammer, because I'm getting spoiled now. I've always, you know, I always know Ultra Magnus having a hammer. I've always been a fan of Ultra Magnus having a hammer, but the fact that he doesn't even include a hammer in this set, I feel I'm spoiled. I'm really spoiled. So I'm very, very spoiled by that, and by the fact that he doesn't even include his hammer. But it's okay. It's all right. If you want the hammer, if you have this figure and you don't have the hammer for Ultra Magnus, you can go online and search, for the DNA design kit. I'm pretty sure my shop, MCourt Mall, definitely has one in stock. If it doesn't, then I'll try to hunt it down. But for me, I don't know if I will get. This is where my tongue stops working. For me, I do not think I will ever get a DNA design upgrade kit, for these figures. So I mean, who knows? I might get one for the sake of Devastator to make it more screen accurate, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure, and it's very fun to mess with. Transformation is very easy, it's very smooth. So I'm just gonna continue on with the comparison so that we can conclude this review. We're gonna bring in Transformers Legends Leader Class Ultra Magnus for comparison right here. So yeah, you can see that Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus is definitely shorter than this big Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Now don't get me wrong, I still love this figure. I still like this figure. This is a great mold, it's very fun to mess with, and I do quite like it. But the Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus, I definitely like it even more because it actually incorporates the white Optimus Prime into this set, and that's pretty cool. And the trailer does split into many parts to combine with the white Optimus Prime to form the to form the actual Ultra Magnus. So that's pretty cool. But the only one thing that I don't like about this figure is that he doesn't have a hammer. So I like this figure more than this because he does actually have a hammer. But overall, in my opinion, that the winner for Ultra Magnuses definitely goes to this guy right here, because he looks absolutely perfect as a G1 Ultra Magnus. I do quite like it. Now, I'm not entirely sure if Studio Series will actually release a 1986 Ultra Magnus, because if they do, then that would be crazy. Then that figure would be like a masterpiece Ultra Magnus. So yeah, that would be crazy if Studio Series actually releases a 1986 Ultra Magnus. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. So we're gonna move on to the next comparison. And we're going to bring in the other War for Cybertron trilogy figures right here I have for comparison. We're going to bring in Megatron, and we're going to bring in Sideswipe. Sideswipe, please stand properly, please. Stand properly, boy. Stand properly. You want to stand properly? Okay. Okay, Sideswipe. And we got Optimus Prime. So you can see how the four look together. So yeah, definitely Leader Class Ultra Magnus towers over all of them. And yeah, I mean, it's a Leader Class, it has to be bigger, but well now Leader Class figures are not what they seem because they shrank. So somebody shrank the Leader Class figures to like around this size. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So there you have that, and there you got that. There you have that. Just one more comparison, just because I'm just gonna bring in Earthrise Leader Class Double Dealer, so you can see how the two bulky looking Autobots look together. So there you have that. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus. You know what? After going through the transformations for, the white Optimus Prime and the full-on armor upgrade to the white Optimus Prime to form Ultra Magnus, this figure is really well done, despite the fact, he has some gaps here and there. But I do not complain about gaps. I don't plan to get any gap fillers for, this section right here or these sections on his legs. But so far, I really like this figure. I'm definitely falling in love with this figure. The moment I got it, I had so much fun with this, and it's great that we get a very G1, inspired Ultra Magnus from this. I mean, we already got an Ultra Magnus from Combiner Wars, from Transformers Legends that look very G1, but this one is basically more G1-esque, so that's pretty cool. And I do quite like the molding on this figure. The trunk mount looks gorgeous. Kind of gives you that RID 2001 Ultra Magnus vibe right there on the front. And the robot mode definitely looks very cool. It looks exactly like the one in the Netflix show. It definitely looks exactly like him. And there is a Netflix Leader Class Ultra Magnus, the spoiler box. So if you do not want to get this original Ultra Magnus figure, you can go hunt down that spoiler box from the Netflix series. So yeah, you can do that. You can do that if you want to. Well, in my opinion, I think this one is the superior version for Ultra Magnus from Siege. So because the Netflix spoiler box, that Ultra Magnus figure, it's just this figure with some splotches of black paint here and there, but so I like him in a more clean state. I like him more as a clean Ultra Magnus figure. So this is my most favorite Ultra Magnus figure ever. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. The one thing that I don't like about this figure is that he doesn't have his hammer. That's the one thing, the main gripe, the main problem with this figure. He does not have his hammer. Well, the DNA Design Upgrade Kit fixes that, but the hammer from that kit feels kind of small. So you might want to find a bigger hammer for this guy. So because he deserves it. He deserves a big hammer. So, and I think that is wait, hold on. I haven't ranked him yet. So as far as ranking him from a scale of 1 to 10, looks like I have to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I give him a 9 out of 10 because he's still missing his hammer. So if he has his hammer, then it's perfect score. So I mean, 9 out of 10 is still not a bad score. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Well done, Hasbro. Well done. And you better surprise me with Kingdom Ultra Magnus if you do. If you do it, I'll be surprised. My mind will be blown. So yeah, and I think that is pretty much it for today's video. So ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to subscribe to my... Okay, hold on. We're gonna reword this outro section. Okay, I'm gonna reword it right now. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button because there will be more reviews coming out really soon. And I basically have so many figures to review, and I haven't reviewed all of them yet. So yeah, so I'm gonna review some old figures and the more recent figures like Siege figures, Studio Series, Earthrise, whatever you want me to review, I'll review it. I don't care. But so yeah, definitely, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And if you don't want to miss any future reviews, I guess, click on that notification bell down below so that you won't miss, so that you'll know when the new video is up and ready. So, and I think that is pretty much all there is to say. So there you have the Transformers Siege Leader Class Ultra Magnus. This is a pretty long video because there's so much going on here. So this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out.